So today I'm doing two things. I'm pruning, cleaning up the farm, and also cutting firewood. Due to the economic conditions and the likelihood of massive inflation and high fuel costs next winter and the next 3 or 4 winters, I'm cutting a lot of the debris wood that I'm cleaning up into firewood, where in other years I would just take and burn it or chip it. So I got my 4 helpers right here with me, and this is a hawthorn tree. So we're going to burn a lot of hardwood that people are not used to burning or seeing. So this is a hawthorn tree. And the other issue we got is in North Carolina, the drought is so severe. We're in the severe drought zone. Everything's starting to brown out. So we can't do any burning for the foreseeable future. Right now, the forecasted next rain is 2 weeks away. So this is one tree I've been working on. What we're doing is cleaning up the farm and cutting up all the dead stuff from the winter, the stuff that blew down. And we're also cutting the trees back on the edges of the fields and the fences. This is a large peach tree that died about 6 months ago. And normally we would cut this up and burn it, but you can see here I got about 2 days worth of firewood. And on the farm I use electric and gas chainsaws. When I'm doing maintenance stuff, I use this Greenworks with the 18-inch bar, 80 volt, and I use about 4 batteries during the day for a complete day of cutting. And what I usually do is cut, clean up, and then I come back through with the truck or the tractor and pick up everything. So these trees were burned because we had some severe cold this winter. And on this hillside, the air drained down, and the cold air burnt about the bottom 8 or 9 feet of these trees. So we've removed the dead parts from them. And we're continuing to clean up. The field over there, you can see, has got about 10 years worth of growth on it. So there's a whole lot of branches and trees that are overhanging the field, and you have to cut that back. We usually do it about every 10 years. And like I said, due to the economic conditions, I think you should be acquiring all the firewood that you can get for the next 3 or 4 winters. And you can always stack it, and if you don't use it, you can sell it. But I have a feeling you're going to need it. So what I usually do is, after I do a lot of the cleanup, I'll come back through with one of my large gas chainsaws and cut all the stumps down. And as I'm getting older, I'm thinking more and more about buying me one of them small Echo saws that the arborists use. It's got like a 12 or 14-inch bar, and they're very lightweight, and that would help lower some of the physical results you get when you're using the big saws. So another one of the areas I was cleaning up is got a lot of cedar and pine. And usually I don't cut firewood out of the cedar because it's such a pain in the butt. Because you can look here and you can see how much of the limbs you got to cut off to actually use these small cedar trees. But this year, I'm definitely going to cut the limbs off and get as much firewood as I can together. And like I said, every little bit's going to help you. I had one year that I ran low on firewood, and it's rough trying to scrounge enough stuff to keep you going right at the end of a heating season. So just keep in mind, sort through what you're cutting. And one thing I like about North Carolina is they went to online burn permits. So once the weather breaks, which will probably be in 3 or 4 months, we'll burn all this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and build the burn piles. And this stuff will dry out, so it'll burn a lot faster. But sometimes you have to segment your work and do what you can when you can. So please share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.